My name is Cedric Nicaise. I'm the wine director at 11 Madison Park, and we are here today to talk about wine labels, why they're important, what's written on them, and how it relates to what's in the bottle. So we're going to start with something that everyone is familiar with, which is California Cabernet, starting at the very top of the label and then working down. So vintage 2010. Important note about the vintage is that it is when the grapes were picked or harvested, not when the wine was released or actually bottled. It's really important to know your own tastes. Some people really like young, very full, very kind of upfront wines, and some people like older wines that are a little more subtle, a little bit earthier and less tannic. The actual age of the wine matters less than actually knowing what happened during that vintage. So if it was a warm vintage, wines are riper. If it's a cool vintage, wines are less ripe and lower in alcohol. There's some times where there's fires in a wine region which will affect the grapes. If it rained a lot, all those things are much more important than your personal preference of liking older wine or younger wine. Then moving down to the producer, in this case Knightsbridge, producer of Cabernet Sauvignon, the varietal here on the label, and then below that the winery itself in Knights Valley, area in California. Those three things put together is terroir. Terroir is the summation of everything that goes into making a bottle of wine, the type of soil that it's grown on, the amount of rain that falls, the amount of sunshine, to the heat during the day and the heat at night, the type of fertilizer, anything that can go into producing a bottle of wine is the terroir of the wine. Lastly, on this label is the alcohol percentage. Generally, the higher the alcohol, the riper the grapes, the sweeter the fruit, the richer the wine will be. So in this case, 14.9% alcohol. You're gonna know that's a pretty full body, pretty rich, velvety flavored wine with lots of fruit. Alcohol is certainly the most important indicator for how full-bodied a wine will be. So if you see a wine with 16% alcohol on the label, you should automatically know that that is very full-bodied, very rich, not just high in alcohol.